A Tale of Time and Courage. Chapter 1. The Mysterious Prophecy. In the quaint village of Everwood, nestled amidst rolling hills and lush forests, whispers of an ancient prophecy echo through the cobblestone streets. It is said that when the moon aligns with the 3 peaks of Mount Elysium, a chosen one will emerge to restore balance to the land. Elara, a spirited young girl with a penchant for adventure, has always been fascinated by tales of magic and destiny. But when strange dreams haunt her sleep and cryptic symbols begin to appear in unexpected places, she realizes that her own fate may be more intertwined with the prophecy than she ever imagined. Determined to uncover the truth, Elara sets out to decipher the ancient text of the prophecy, enlisting the help of her closest friends, Tomas and Maya. Together, they pore over dusty tomes and ancient scrolls, piecing together clues that lead them to the heart of the mystery. But their investigation attracts the attention of darker forces, and soon Elara and her friends find themselves pursued by shadowy figures intent on stopping them at any cost. As they race against time to unravel the prophecy's secrets, Elara must confront her deepest fears and summon the courage to embrace her destiny. Little does she know that her journey is only just beginning, and that the true test of her strength and resolve is yet to come. For in the shadows, unseen and unknown, a darkness stirs, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Chapter 2. The Enigmatic Stranger. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the village, a mysterious stranger arrived in Everwood. Tall and cloaked in shadows, his presence sent a shiver down Elara's spine as she watched him from the window of her home. Curiosity piqued, Elara ventured out into the cool night air, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. She found the stranger standing alone in the village square, his gaze fixed on the moonlit sky. "Who are you?" Elara asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The stranger turned to face her, his eyes glinting with an otherworldly light. "I am Arik," he said, his voice low and melodious. "I have come to aid you in your quest." Elara's eyes widened in surprise. "How do you know about the prophecy?" she asked, stepping closer to the enigmatic stranger. Arik smiled mysteriously. "Some secrets are meant to be revealed in due time," he replied. "But for now, know that I am here to guide you, to help you unlock the true power that lies dormant within you." Skeptical yet intrigued, Elara studied Arik's face, searching for any hint of deceit. But all she found was a sense of calm assurance, as if he knew something she did not. "Come," Arik said, extending a hand towards her. "There is much we need to discuss, and little time to waste." With a mixture of trepidation and curiosity, Elara took Arik's hand, feeling a surge of energy course through her veins at his touch. And as they walked together into the night, she couldn't shake the feeling that her life was about to change in ways she never could have imagined. Chapter 3. Secrets of the Ancient Tome. Under the soft glow of candlelight, Elara and Arik sat in her attic, poring over the pages of the ancient tome she had discovered. The air was thick with anticipation as they deciphered the intricate symbols and cryptic passages that filled its weathered pages. "This tome holds the key to unlocking your true potential," Arik explained, his voice reverberating with a wisdom that seemed far beyond his years. "Within its pages lie the secrets of the ancients, secrets that have been hidden from the world for eons." As Elara listened, her mind raced with possibilities. Could it be that she was destined for greatness, destined to wield the power of the ancients and change the course of history? But as she delved deeper into the tome, she realized that the path to power was not without its challenges. For every revelation brought new questions, and every discovery unearthed new dangers lurking in the shadows. Together, Elara and Arik uncovered ancient rituals and forgotten incantations, piecing together fragments of a lost civilization thought to be nothing more than myth. And with each revelation, Elara felt a sense of purpose stirring deep within her soul, a sense of destiny calling her to rise above her fears and embrace her true calling. But as they delved deeper into the mysteries of the tome, they attracted the attention of forces far darker and more sinister than they could have ever imagined. Shadows danced along the walls, and whispers echoed through the darkness, warning them of the dangers that lay ahead. Undeterred, Elara and Arik pressed on, their determination unyielding in the face of adversity. For they knew that only by unlocking the secrets of the ancient tome could they hope to unravel the mysteries of the prophecy and save their world from impending doom. And so, with the weight of destiny resting upon their shoulders, they forged ahead into the unknown, their hearts filled with courage and their minds ablaze with the promise of what lay ahead. Chapter 4: Trials of the Forgotten Temple. Guided by the wisdom gleaned from the ancient tome, Elara and Arik embarked on a perilous journey to the Forgotten Temple, a place rumored to hold the key to unlocking the next stage of their quest. The path was fraught with danger, winding through dense forests and treacherous mountain passes. But with Arik's guidance and Elara's unwavering determination, they pressed on, their spirits undaunted by the challenges that lay ahead. As they reached the entrance to the temple, they were met with a sight that took their breath away. Carved into the stone facade were intricate symbols and glyphs, each pulsating with a faint magical energy that seemed to beckon them closer. With a sense of trepidation, tinged with excitement, Elara and Arik stepped into the temple's hallowed halls, their footsteps echoing against the ancient stone floors. Shadows danced along the walls, casting eerie shapes that seemed to come alive in the flickering torchlight. But as they ventured deeper into the temple's depths, they soon realized that they were not alone. Ancient guardians, long forgotten by time, rose from their slumber to challenge the intruders who dared to disturb their sacred sanctuary. With quick thinking and even quicker reflexes, Elara and Arik battled their way through wave after wave of adversaries, their determination unyielding in the face of danger. Spales crackled through the air, and swords clashed with a resounding clang as they fought with all their might to reach the heart of the temple. And when they finally reached their destination, they were met with a sight that filled them with awe and wonder. Before them stood an altar, bathed in a soft golden light that seemed to emanate from within. And upon the altar lay a single object, shimmering with an otherworldly glow. With trembling hands, Elara reached out and grasped the object, feeling a surge of power course through her veins as she did so. For in that moment, she knew that she had passed the trials of the Forgotten Temple, and that her journey was far from over. But little did she know that greater challenges awaited her on the horizon, challenges that would test her strength, her courage, and her very will to survive. For the echoes of destiny were growing louder with each passing day, and the fate of the world hung in the balance. Chapter 5: Echoes Across Time. With the artifact from the Forgotten Temple clutched tightly in her hand, Elara felt a newfound sense of purpose coursing through her veins. She and Arik emerged from the depths of the temple, ready to face whatever trials lay ahead in their quest to fulfill the prophecy. But as they stepped out into the world once more, they were met with a sight that filled them with dread. The sky darkened as storm clouds gathered on the horizon, and an eerie silence descended upon the land. "It's a sign," Arik said grimly, his eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. "The forces of darkness are gathering, and they will stop at nothing to prevent us from fulfilling the prophecy." Determined to press on despite the looming threat, Elara and Arik set out on their journey once more, their path taking them across vast plains and treacherous mountains, through ancient forests and forgotten ruins. But as they travelled, they began to notice strange disturbances in the fabric of reality itself. Time seemed to warp and bend around them, twisting and contorting in ways that defied explanation. It was as if the very essence of the world was unravelling before their eyes, and with each passing moment, the echoes of destiny grew louder, urging them onward towards their ultimate goal. And then, as they reached the shores of a vast and turbulent sea, they encountered the most unexpected of obstacles. A rift in time itself had opened before them, tearing apart the very fabric of reality and threatening to consume everything in its path. With time running out and the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Elara and Arik knew that they had no choice but to confront the source of the disturbance head-on. For if they failed, all would be lost, and the echoes of destiny would fade into oblivion. But little did they know that the true test of their strength and courage lay not in the battles they fought or the challenges they overcame, but in the choices they made and the sacrifices they were willing to endure for the greater good. And as they stood on the precipice of oblivion, staring into the abyss with unwavering resolve, they knew that their journey was far from over, and that the echoes of destiny would guide them home. Chapter 6. Shadows of Doubt. As Elara and Arik stood on the edge of the temporal rift, uncertainty gnawed at the edges of their resolve. The swirling maelstrom before them seemed to mock their efforts, its chaotic energy threatening to consume everything they held dear. But amidst the chaos, a voice whispered in the depths of Elara's mind, a voice that spoke of courage in the face of fear and hope in the darkest of times. It was the voice of the prophecy, urging her to press on despite the overwhelming odds stacked against them. With a deep breath, Elara stepped forward, her hand tightening around the artifact she had retrieved from the forgotten temple. Beside her, Arik stood tall and unwavering, his eyes ablaze with determination as he prepared to face whatever lay beyond the rift. Together, they plunged into the swirling vortex of energy, the world around them melting away into a kaleidoscope of light and shadow. Time seemed to lose all meaning as they were swept along by the currents of the rift, their senses overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the experience. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, the chaos subsided, and Elara and Arik found themselves standing on the shores of a distant and unfamiliar land. The air was thick with the scent of magic, and the ground beneath their feet pulsed with a faint, rhythmic energy. "This is it," Arik said, his voice filled with awe and wonder. "This is where the echoes of destiny have led us." But as they gazed out across the landscape, a sense of foreboding settled over them like a shroud. For they knew that they were not alone in this strange and mystical realm, and that darker forces lurked in the shadows, waiting to thwart their every move. With cautious steps, Elara and Arik ventured forth into the unknown, their senses alert for any sign of danger. But try as they might to stay one step ahead of their adversaries, they soon found themselves ensnared in a web of deceit and treachery, with danger lurking around every corner. And as they fought to uncover the truth behind the mysteries of this strange land, they realized that the echoes of destiny had led them here for a reason, and that their journey was far from over. For the fate of not just one world, but many, hung in the balance, and only by confronting the shadows of doubt that lay within themselves could they hope to emerge victorious. Chapter 7. The Unraveling Mystery. In the heart of the mysterious realm, Elara and Arik found themselves ensnared in a tangled web of intrigue and deception. Every step they took seemed to lead them deeper into the labyrinth of secrets that shrouded this strange land. As they journeyed through the ancient forests and crumbling ruins, they encountered enigmatic figures who spoke in riddles and half-truths, each offering tantalizing glimpses into the mysteries that lay hidden beneath the surface. But amidst the confusion and uncertainty, one name kept resurfacing, the Guardian of Time, said to be the keeper of the temporal threads that bound the fabric of reality together. The Guardian held the key to unraveling the mystery of the echoes of destiny. With determination burning in their hearts, Elara and Arik set out to find the elusive Guardian, their path fraught with danger at every turn. They faced trials of strength and cunning, overcoming obstacles that tested the limits of their resolve. But as they drew closer to their goal, they began to sense a shift in the very air around them. Shadows danced on the edges of their vision, and whispers echoed through the darkness, warning them of the dangers that lay ahead. Undeterred, they pressed on, their faith in each other and the prophecy unwavering in the face of adversity. And when they finally stood before the Guardian of Time, they knew that their journey was far from over, for the Guardian held not just the answers they sought, but also the power to shape the very course of history itself. And as they prepared to confront the truth that lay hidden within the depths of time, They knew that their lives would never be the same again. But little did they know that the greatest challenge still lay ahead, and that the fate of not just one world, but all worlds hung in the balance. For the echoes of destiny were growing louder with each passing moment, and only by unraveling the mystery of time itself could they hope to save everything they held dear. Chapter 8. Bonds of Friendship. As Elara and Arik delved deeper into the mysteries of the Guardian of Time, they encountered unexpected allies along the way. Brave souls who had faced their own trials and tribulations, each bound together by the common goal of unraveling the secrets that lay hidden within the fabric of reality. Together, they formed a fellowship unlike any other, united by their shared determination to confront the darkness that threatened to consume their world. Through laughter and tears, victories and defeats, they forged bonds of friendship that would withstand the test of time. But as they journeyed deeper into the heart of the unknown, they soon realized that their greatest strength lay not in their individual abilities, but in their collective resolve to stand together in the face of adversity. With each new challenge they faced, their friendship grew stronger, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching shadows. And as they drew upon the strength of their bond, they found the courage to confront the darkness that lurked within their own hearts, overcoming their greatest fears and doubts in the process. But even as they stood on the brink of triumph, they knew that their journey was far from over. For the echoes of destiny still whispered on the wind, calling them ever onward towards their ultimate goal. And so, hand in hand, they pressed on, their hearts filled with hope and determination as they prepared to face whatever trials lay ahead. For they knew that as long as they stood together, there was nothing they could not overcome. Chapter 9. Confrontation in the Dark Forest. As the fellowship journeyed deeper into the heart of the realm, they found themselves navigating through a dense and foreboding forest, where shadows seemed to dance among the ancient trees, and whispers filled the air like a haunting melody. With every step, the sense of unease grew stronger, as if the very forest itself was alive with malevolent intent. But undeterred by the ominous atmosphere, Elara and her companions pressed on, their determination unwavering in the face of adversity. But their journey through the dark forest was not without its challenges. Twisted creatures lurked in the shadows, their eyes gleaming with hunger as they stalked their prey. And amidst the tangled undergrowth, traps lay waiting to ensnare the unwary traveler. But with their bonds of friendship as their guiding light, the fellowship faced each obstacle head-on, their courage bolstered by the knowledge that they did not face the darkness alone. And then, as they emerged from the depths of the forest, they found themselves standing before a towering fortress, its walls looming ominously against the darkening sky. This, they knew, was their destination, the stronghold of the dark forces that sought to thwart their quest. With a sense of trepidation, tinged with determination, Elara and her companions prepared to confront their adversaries, knowing that the fate of the world hung in the balance. But little did they know that the true test of their strength and courage was yet to come, and that the shadows of the past held secrets far darker than they could have ever imagined. Chapter 10. The Lost City of Eldoria. As Elara and her companions approached the imposing fortress, they were met with a sight that filled them with awe and trepidation. Before them stretched a vast and desolate wasteland, where the ruins of an ancient city lay scattered like bones in the sand. This, they realized, was the lost city of Eldoria, a place shrouded in legend and mystery, said to hold the key to unlocking the true power of the prophecy. With determination burning in their hearts, the fellowship ventured forth into the ruins, their senses alert for any sign of danger. But as they delved deeper into the labyrinthine streets and crumbling buildings, they soon realized that they were not alone. Shadows flitted through the darkness, and whispers echoed off the walls, taunting them with promises of power and glory. But Elara and her companions knew better than to trust the whispers of the darkness, for they had seen firsthand the destruction that it wrought. And so, with courage and resolve, they pressed on, their hearts filled with hope and determination, as they searched for the answers they sought. But as they reached the heart of the city, they were met with a sight that filled them with dread. Before them stood a towering temple, its spires reaching towards the sky like accusing fingers, a beacon of darkness amidst the ruins. For within the temple lay the final challenge they must face, the ultimate test of their strength and courage. And as they prepared to confront the darkness that lurked within, they knew that their journey was far from over, and that the fate of the world hung in the balance. With their bonds of friendship as their guiding light, Elara and her companions stepped forward to meet their destiny, ready to face whatever trials lay ahead. Chapter 11. The Veil of Illusions. As Elara and her companions entered the temple, they were greeted by a swirling miasma of darkness that seemed to coalesce into shadowy figures that danced and twisted before their eyes. The air was thick with the scent of magic, and the ground beneath their feet pulsed with a sinister energy. With each step, the illusions grew stronger, distorting reality and playing tricks on their minds. But Elara and her companions remained steadfast, their determination unwavering in the face of the darkness that surrounded them, for they knew that the true test lay not in the illusions themselves, but in their ability to see through the lies and deception, and to stay true to themselves amidst the chaos. With their bonds of friendship as their guiding light, they pressed on, their minds clear and their hearts strong, as they navigated through the twisting corridors of the temple. But as they reached the heart of the darkness, they encountered a figure cloaked in shadows, its eyes gleaming with malice as it stepped forward to confront them. "You have come far, mortal," the figure hissed, its voice echoing through the chamber like the whisper of the wind. "But you will go no further, for I am the guardian of this temple, and I will not allow you to pass." But Elara and her companions stood firm, their resolve unshaken, as they prepared to face their greatest challenge yet. With a wordless cry, they launched themselves into battle, their weapons flashing in the dim light as they fought with all their might to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them. And as the echoes of their struggle reverberated through the temple, they knew that victory was within their grasp, for they had faced their fears and emerged stronger for it, their bonds of friendship unbreakable in the face of adversity. With a final, resounding blow, they vanquished the darkness that had threatened to engulf them, their hearts filled with triumph as they stood together, united in their victory. But little did they know that their greatest challenge still lay ahead, and that the fate of the world hung in the balance as they prepared to confront the true source of the darkness that threatened to consume them all. Chapter 12. Betrayal in the Moonlight. As Elara and her companions emerged from the temple victorious, a sense of relief washed over them like a tide. They had faced their fears and overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them, emerging stronger and more determined than ever before. But as they basked in the glow of their victory, a shadow fell across their path, casting doubt and suspicion in its wake. For among them stood a figure they had trusted implicitly, a friend who had fought alongside them in their darkest hour. But now, as they looked upon him, they saw a darkness lurking within, a darkness that had been hidden from their sight until now. For their friend had been seduced by the whispers of the darkness, lured by promises of power and glory that had clouded his judgment and twisted his soul. With a heavy heart, Elara and her companions confronted their friend, pleading with him to see reason and turn away from the path of darkness he had chosen. But their words fell on deaf ears, for he had already been consumed by the shadows that now threatened to engulf them all. And so, with no other choice but to confront their former friend, Elara and her companions prepared to do battle once more, their hearts heavy with sorrow and regret. But as they fought, they knew that their friendship had been shattered beyond repair, and that the echoes of betrayal would haunt them long after the final blow had been struck. And as the moon rose high in the night sky, casting its cold light upon the battlefield, Elara and her companions emerged victorious once more, their former friend lying defeated at their feet. But the victory was bittersweet, for they knew that the true battle lay ahead, and that the fate of the world hung in the balance as they prepared to confront the darkness that threatened to consume them all. Chapter 13. Redemption's Path. with their former friend defeated and the echoes of betrayal still ringing in their ears, Elara and her companions found themselves at a crossroads. They had faced their darkest fears and emerged victorious, but the true test of their strength and resolve still lay ahead, for the darkness that threatened to consume them all was not yet vanquished, and the fate of the world still hung in the balance. But amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a glimmer of hope shone bright, illuminating the path forward. With their bonds of friendship as their guiding light, Elara and her companions set out once more, their hearts filled with determination and courage, as they prepared to confront the true source of the darkness that threatened to engulf them all. But as they journeyed deeper into the heart of the realm, they encountered unexpected allies along the way. Brave souls who had faced their own trials and tribulations, each bound together by the common goal of vanquishing the darkness that threatened to consume their world. Together, they formed a fellowship unlike any other, united in their determination to stand against the forces of evil and protect all that they held dear. And as they drew upon the strength of their bond, they found the courage to face whatever trials lay ahead, knowing that they did not stand alone in their quest. But as they reached the final battleground, they were met with a sight that filled them with dread. Before them stood the true source of the darkness, a being of unimaginable power and malevolence, its eyes gleaming with malice as it prepared to unleash its fury upon the world. With a wordless cry, Elara and her companions launched themselves into battle, their weapons flashing in the dim light as they fought with all their might to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them all. But as the echoes of their struggle reverberated through the air, they knew that victory was within their grasp. For they had faced their darkest fears and emerged stronger for it, their bonds of friendship unbreakable in the face of adversity. And as the last vestiges of darkness faded into oblivion, they knew that their journey was far from over. For the echoes of destiny still whispered on the wind, calling them ever onward towards their ultimate goal. Chapter 14. The Final Confrontation. As Elara and her companions stood before the fallen darkness, they knew that their journey had led them to this moment. The air crackled with energy as they faced the true source of the darkness, a being of unimaginable power and malevolence. With determination burning in their hearts, they prepared to confront their greatest challenge yet. But as they launched themselves into battle, they soon realized that the darkness was more formidable than they had ever imagined. Spales crackled through the air, and swords clashed with a resounding clang as they fought with all their might to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them all. But with each passing moment, their strength waned, and the darkness seemed to grow stronger. Just when all hope seemed lost, a voice echoed through the chaos, a voice filled with wisdom and courage. It was the voice of the prophecy, urging them to stand firm in the face of adversity and to trust in the power of their bonds of friendship. With renewed determination, Elara and her companions pressed on, their hearts filled with hope as they unleashed a final, desperate assault on the darkness that threatened to engulf them all. And as their weapons struck true, they felt a surge of energy course through their veins, filling them with a power they had never known before. With a final, resounding blow, they vanquished the darkness once and for all, their victory echoing through the air like a triumphant roar. And as the last vestiges of darkness faded into oblivion, they knew that their journey was finally at an end. But amidst the wreckage of battle, they found something unexpected, a glimmer of light shining in the darkness, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. For in their darkest hour, they had discovered the true power of friendship, and it had guided them through the darkness and into the light. And as they stood together, united in their victory, they knew that their journey was far from over. For the echoes of destiny still whispered on the wind, calling them ever onward towards their ultimate destiny. Chapter 15. Echoes of Destiny. With the darkness vanquished and their quest finally at an end, Elara and her companions stood atop the highest peak, gazing out across the land with a sense of awe and wonder. The world around them seemed to glow with newfound light, as if reborn from the ashes of despair. But amidst the celebration, A sense of solemnity hung in the air, for they knew that their journey had come at a great cost. Friends had been lost, sacrifices had been made, but through it all, they had remained steadfast in their resolve to see their quest through to the end, and as they looked upon each other, they knew that their bonds of friendship had been forged in the fires of adversity, and that nothing could ever break the ties that bound them together. With a final, bittersweet smile, Elara and her companions bid farewell to the world they had fought so hard to save, knowing that their journey was far from over. For the echoes of destiny still whispered on the wind, calling them ever onward towards new adventures and new challenges. But as they set out into the unknown, they did so with hearts full of hope and courage, knowing that no matter what trials lay ahead, they would face them together, united in their friendship and bound by the echoes of destiny that had brought them together. And as they disappeared into the horizon, their laughter echoed through the land, a testament to the power of friendship and the strength of the human spirit. For in the end, it was not the battles they fought or the challenges they overcame that defined them, but the bonds of love and friendship that held them together through it all. And so, as the sun set on one chapter of their lives, Elara and her companions looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead, knowing that no matter where their journey took them, they would always be guided by the echoes of destiny that had brought them together in the first place. Thanks for watching.